If I worked at Walmart today, I'd be embarrassed. I would say, geez, that we didn't do very well.
But how much of this, I mean, it sounds like you're putting a fair amount of the blame on execution,
yes,
rather than on a fast-changing environment, right? Inflation's tough, food prices, energy prices.
It's fast-changing environment for everyone. But it's fast-changing environment for Home Depot. But they pulled it off.
But maybe the customer is a little more price-sensitive at Walmart versus Home Depot, no?
These are businesses. Kroger's a business. Rodney McMullen, a lot of people felt, was over his head at one point. Rodney McMullen has done a series of very good quarters. I think that Albertsons got quarters. Now you can say, well, they're too small, Jim. It's not fair. Now, my Charitable Trust sold a lot of this. The fact that I didn't sell all of it is a black mark on me because I trusted these people. But they, the building our flywheel, I don't know. That inventory number is certainly not flywheel. When you're a merchant and you don't have the right merchandise, which I think they don't have, and when you're out of touch with the consumer, which I think they are, and when you deliver such poor numbers versus expectations, here's what you should say: nothing, because you don't deserve to.
I mean, that's a pretty scathing indictment of, just continue the
What am I, a
analogy.
sweet person? Did I impress you with someone sweet when you screw up?
I mean, you put the ball in the hand of the quarterback. You expect him not to throw a bunch of picks. Here's what Doug McMillon, the Walmart CEO, said in the release. You say he should have said nothing. He said, bottom line results were unexpected and reflect the unusual environment. U.S. inflation levels, particularly in food and fuel, created more pressure on margin, mix, and operating costs than we expected. That's Doug McMillon.
So Richard Galanti will speak for Costco. And here's what he's going to say. We navigated a difficult situation effectively, and we had the best store numbers we've had in a long time. We executed well, and we are proud, but not proud enough. We can do better. That's Rich Galanti from Costco. I just wrote his script. That's what he will say. You know why? Because he's better than they are. That's why he's better.
Well, speaking of better, Depot. Beat and raise.
I think
that was one of your keys going in. I saw you talking about that, saying, if you look at Home Depot, you were waiting on those numbers. It's going to be a good read on the consumer, on housing, on just the overall environment.
I had a feeling this guy, Ted Decker, is a deliverer. He's terrific. Craig Benier was always a, never explain, never complain guy. Not like Frank Blake, who was a little bit more effusive. But I like this Ted Decker. This stock has been going down and down. So now people say, well, wait a second, Jim. That's pro-consumer. He had the right merchandise. He had it at the right price. He made a lot of money for shareholders. I think that's part of the desire that executives should have.
They had 8.2% fewer transactions, but people spent more when they were at Depot. Comps were up 2.2. Estimates were for down 3.
How great is that? That means that you went there and you found a lot more things that you liked, and you bought them. Now, I'll be there this week, and I'll be at my Home Depot getting my flats, and I used to joke around with Frank Blake, the previous CEO, that I've got to worry about Marvin. Lowe's is across the street. I have to go check their flats, too, because Marvin Ellison's terrific.
But, fair to Marvin.
But, Marvin Ellison is a guy, he tolerates nothing, okay? Like I told Marvin, I said, listen, I went to one in Quakertown, and I said, I need to plan at 6 a.m. Store's open at 8. The guy said, I'll be here. Next week, the guy's like, they call this. Marvin calls the store. I told Marvin that there was a parking lot that was incredibly dirty that my wife was worried about when she crossed through it. You think that parking lot wasn't, okay, so, Jim Cramer Street, CNBC at that point. No, Marvin Ellison cares about execution. Now, will Walmart make it up? Can they make it up? I don't know. It's at 138 forever.
It sounds to me like you're ready to bench the QB.
I think that this is one of those horses that was a favorite that you can't bet on. You just don't bet on these guys.
I just wonder what the environment, how these CEOs, as bad of a job, and I think that's what you're saying, as bad of a job that McMillon has done in the quarter.
Look, it's okay. I mean, look, we have to stick to sports for a second, because you and I know sports. There will be situations. The 76ers have James Harden. Okay, he's a well-known guy. Joel Embiid, great player, basically says Harden didn't do a good job. We sit there and say, how outrageous is that Joel Embiid criticizes him? No, we say, shoot, man, someone in the game just said that Hard dogged it. This is a dogged it quarter. They don't know what they're doing. They got to rethink. It's okay. It's okay to criticize. It's business.
I just, in some respects, want your perspective on how fast the environment is changing, how fast it might change.
But you don't understand. These are people who are paid fortunes to know. They're paid fortunes to know how this works. The average working person is making X at Walmart. These people are paid fortunes to get it right, to have the right merchandise, to be able to handle online terrifically, to be able to make it so that the execution is such that when they go to the store, people go to the store and they buy even more.